Listen, they can't all be winners, but I mean, can't at least one be good? Hi! Welcome to Make It Funny, which apparently I'm no good at. Murphy's Law, right? Welcome to Make It Funny, where I take your suggestions and I make them funny. If you would like to leave a suggestion for me to make funny, put it in the comments and I swear to you I will make it funny because no one ever leaves anything, so you will get special attention whomever you are to be. Today's suggestion comes from David Jernakovics, whose suggestion is Murphy's Law. There are a lot of things people say that I'm not a fan of. It is what it is probably top of the list. But probably second to that dumb phrase is people who throw around this phrase. Duh, my car didn't start this morning. Murphy's Law. And it drives me nuts because Murphy's Law, first off, isn't a law. Secondly, people have morphed it into something that it isn't even what it is. People think that the law is, if anything bad can happen, then it will happen. Except for this part. If that were true, if Murphy's Law was actually a law that stated if something bad can happen, then it will happen, then that means every single person on the planet would spend their entire life in hell. Because the world we live in sucks. And there's potential for bad things to happen every single second of every single day. So if your stupid Murphy's Law was true, then that's all that would happen to everybody all the time. Let's play out a day if Murphy's Law actually was real. I wake up and I go, I'm going to have a good day, but Murphy's Law says that's not possible. I'm going to get out of bed. Now, there's a chance, according to Murphy's Law, that if something bad will happen, if something bad can happen, then it will happen. So I could break my ankle getting out of bed, and let's just see, oh yeah, I broke my ankle because, Murphy's Law. Well, let me see if I can get myself to the hospital. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, my car doesn't start. Murphy's Law. Well, let me go inside and call the ambulance and see if they can come get me. What? Oh, you can't get me because you just killed 20 school children and you're kind of busy? Well, of course that happened because Murphy's Law says that it must. Let me just, while I'm deciding what to do and how to get to the hospital in this world of Murphy's Law, which basically makes it impossible for anything good to happen, let me have a cup of coffee. Oh no, there's a hole in the bottom of my coffee. Murphy's Law, because of course, if something bad can happen, then it will. All right, let's continue. Well, you know what? I don't think I want to live in this world anymore because it kind of sucks. Like, I don't even know how I made it this far, considering that every single second something bad happens because, Murphy's Law declares it. So I'm just going to kill myself. Let me just grab this rope. Of course I'd call it a note instead of a rope. Murphy's Law, right? So let me just tie this into a noose. Oh, I don't know how to do that. Or no, I do and it breaks in half. Murphy's Law. Anyway, I finally get it tied into something that looks like something. I hang it over the rafters. I go to hang myself. The rafters come down, of course, because Murphy's Law. I grab the gun that I have. I go to click it. Of course, it doesn't work. Murphy's Law. I take a knife. I try and stab it through my heart. It's one of those prop knives that I use for theater night. It's nothing. Of course it is, because Murphy's Law. I go to grab a real butcher's knife that this time, there's no way Murphy's Law can peek. Oh, it breaks in half, of course, because Murphy's Law. Can people stop saying Murphy's Law? It makes no sense. What it should be is instead of you saying Murphy's Law, just throw your hands up and just call yourself a whiner. Because that's really all you're doing. Oh no, my house flooded. Murphy's Law. You should just say, oh no, my house flooded. Oh, poor me. Why do things always happen to me? Oh, why is the world so... Why do you hate me, God? And by the by, if you're curious, Murphy's Law, the guy who made it, that's not even what he said. He didn't say if something can go wrong, it will go wrong. He said that after some guys messed up something he needed done, he goes, well, given the choice whether they'll do it right or do it wrong, of course they'll do it wrong, which really was just him whining. But somewhere along the way, somebody goes, hey, I'm going to take that and run with it. And then I'm going to annoy every person throughout the rest of history with the dumbest phrase ever made. And of course I would annoy everybody with it, because Murphy's Law says if something bad can happen, it will happen. And so the bad thing is I'm going to annoy smart people with a phrase that doesn't make any sense, and dumb people are going to continue to use it thinking that it does make sense. So on all levels, it's bad, which only verifies Murphy's Law.